Good day, everyone. First, I would like to greet you on behalf of Faculty of Sport and Physical Education, University of Novi Sad, and express my gratitude for being here today, part of this Third International Scientific Conference, Novelties in Sport Science. I'm Darinka Korovljev, and this is our university and our faculty where we work all together. I'm assistant professor and also researcher. I work within Applied Bioenergetic Lab, headed by Professor Ostojic. And I implement and co-design various health interventions, mainly related to active, healthy aging with my dear colleagues, to improve the quality of life in older adults. Today, I will talk about active aging and its determinants as a particular research area, and I will try to present some concrete intervention we have tried to implement successfully as a group. How we can describe or define aging? Aging can be defined as an irreversible physiological process of gradual decline in an organism's functional capacity. It affects physical and cognitive function and increases the risk of different age-related diseases. Researchers have found that metabolic, biochemical, and molecular changes at the cellular level contribute to these functional losses. The term aging differs from the term old age. When we talk about aging, we're talking about the process that occurs in a function of time, that is age. From the perspective of chronological concept of age, which is most often used, human population are classified according to the same age into generational groups, as we can see on this table. Accordingly, we can distinguish younger old age, 65 to 74, middle old age, 75 to 84, and oldest old age, 85 and above. There are also differences between the chronological calendar understanding of aging and the biological understanding. Biological aging is influenced mainly by lifestyle, but also by gender, environment, heredity, and psychosocial factors. How we age depends on the prevalence of diseases and conditions during the aging. According to this, we can also differ pathological aging, usual aging, and active aging. If the prevalence of diseases is high, this is pathological aging. Usual aging is aging with regular signs of aging, not caused by illnesses. And active aging, which is our topic today, is healthy way of living with the accent on achieving quality of life. From the functional understanding of aging, there is a huge heterogeneity among this population, especially regarding different levels of functional abilities during the aging. And we can see that picture, which is show us hierarchically divided elderly people according to the level of functional abilities, classify them into physical, active person who are fit, physically independent, physically weak person, and physically dependent person. To prevent this age-related process and diseases, different medical and healthcare intervention and systems have been developed over the last 2 centuries, which have significantly increased life expectancy, especially disease-free life span. So, because of this fact, life expectancy globally has increased significantly, reaching today an average of 84. It is recorded in Japan, the longest life expectancy, and the shortest life expectancy is recorded in Africa, 55, and women live longer than men. This is also one important information. The United States estimate that there are currently over 1 billion people worldwide aged 60 and above, and the rapid growth of this group means that by 2050, at least 1/4 of the population of every region, which causing a struggle for a social sustainability. Because of that, we can conclude that we are entering an era on longevity on a planet-wide scale, meaning that the 21st century is destined to be a century of centenarians. Due to the growing aging demographics, the World Health Organization has developed and adopted active aging as a policy framework to address this problem. 2002, United Nations held its second World Assembly on Aging in Madrid, in Spain, at which the term active aging officially was used for the first time. How we can describe the concept of active aging? First of all, active aging is positive understanding of aging, and active aging involves enhancing opportunities for health, participation, and security to improve the quality of life for older adults. Its aim is to help them maintain autonomy on the first place, contribute to society, and reduce the challenges of aging. The World Health Organization supports this approach to ensure that longer life comes with continued opportunity for engagement and well-being. Active aging is an umbrella term that includes healthy aging and successful aging, each emphasizing different aspects of the aging process in scientific discourse. Healthy aging, for example, focuses on disease prevention and chronic condition management, while successful aging as a term highlights low disease likelihood, high functionality, and personal perception of aging well. Active aging as a scientific term incorporates elements of both, but emphasizes social participation and improving quality of life through engagement in social activities supported by nurturing policies. The use of this term, active aging, as a scientific term has been widespread in recent years, especially 2021. So, as a policy, active aging framework intends to inform and guide formulation of action plans that foster healthy and active aging across many countries to promote a new image of aging and older people. And it is based on the three main pillars: participation, health, and security as key determinants of active aging. In this context, health pillar include regular physical exercise to maintain physical health and functional abilities, a balanced diet and supplementation, healthcare access, and mental health to enhance cognitive function and reduce stress and depression. Context of participation as a pillar and also determinant include community activities to prevent isolation and involvement in civic duties, education, and learning opportunities to keep the mind active and engaged. And last pillar, security, in this context means financial security, firstly, and a stable quality of life safe environment, and protection of older adults from physical, emotional, and financial abuse. Achieving quality of life through active aging consists of 6 determinants. First of all is physical environment, health and social services, social environment, economic, personal, and behavioral, and 2 cross-cutting determinants, culture and gender. Also, we can measure the impact of this framework and policy, and the active aging index was developed as a population measure and to measure the multidimensional concept of active aging in the European countries, providing quantitative evidence for policy reforms. The active aging index was developed with the aim of measuring this concept, thereby providing quantitative evidence for policy efforts, trying to engage key stakeholders to formulate and implement policies and programs to improve older adults' quality of life, and also improving the intervened financial and social sustainability of public welfare systems in Europe. And we can see for domains model and for labels how to aging well and what we're trying to estimate using this active aging tool and index. According to recent research, which is implemented in European countries, as we can see on this map, 2 Nordic countries, Sweden and Denmark, and also Netherlands, are confirmed as a top performers in active aging. In contrast, Greece and Central and Eastern European countries, except Estonia, Austria, and Czech Republic, remain at a low on the end of 2019 with the active aging index results. And the 4 Southern European countries, Italy, Portugal, Spain, and Malta, are middle ranked. What are the key health outcomes according to the active aging? Key active aging outcomes are physical functioning at the first place, cognitive functioning, mental health, social health, and sleep. Appropriate physical activity and exercise, as we can see in this table, can maintain or improve all these activities. For example, physical activity for balance and mobility will prevent frailty. Resistant training will prevent cognitive decline. Light physical activity will maintain resilience, and social dance or activity with a social component will be good for a sense of belonging. Moderate to vigorous activity can improve better sleep. The World Health Organization and Canadian guidelines for active aging recommend that older people be physically active daily, minimize sedentary behavior, and get sufficient sleep. During the week, they should accumulate at least 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity, do strength training 2 or 3 times per week, and do exercise that challenge balance to achieve quality of life. Active aging and quality of life are very similar terms. Quality of life is an umbrella term that includes physical, emotional, and social aspects, emphasizing self-perception, life satisfaction, and well-being. Recent study, using a sample from the 27 European countries, examined quality of life among older adults as a subset of active aging. So we can measure all those components using the questionnaire. which is we often use in research to measure quality of life. And we measure the level of physiological function, level of independence, social relationship, environment, and spirituality through this tool. Also, for the research and for assess quality of life, health-related quality of life, we use this survey, which is has been developed to encompass those aspects related to health, in terms especially to components of mental health or physical health. Physical functioning is the most critical component for active aging and achieving quality of life, as we can conclude according to all those research. Some factors influence physical activity more, some factors less, which are essential for older adults and for designing appropriate intervention to improve physical function in older adults. For the evaluation of physical function and physical health objectively, we use, beside those questionnaires, some standardized procedures and protocols within our applied bioenergetic lab. This is on the first place senior fitness test, some treadmill exercise tests which are modified to needs for older adults, body composition laboratory tests, and some dynamometer grip strength tests to assess especially physical health and physical functioning. Senior fitness tests we use to estimate objective indicators of quality of life among elderly, especially, as I mentioned, physical functional component, which tests for upper and lower strength, upper and lower flexibility, agility, and aerobic capacity. And also to assess mental health as a crucial component of active aging and quality of life, we use some standardized tests and to assess the quality of sleep. We use the following standardized test, sleep quality assessment, PCQI, and also the state of dementia we use in our research mini mental state examination, and also the SCOG battery test for Alzheimer's disease assessment scale for cognitive assess. So, beside this, our research intervention are based on the design and evaluation of the effects of healthy lifestyle intervention among older adults on metabolic profile, quality of life, hormonal status, cognitive and physical function, protection, and upgrading mitochondrial bioenergetic metabolism, mainly using physical exercise intervention. We combine yoga, Pilates, strength, and resistance training. And also, we implement educational intervention about healthy lifestyle choices, as well as a nutrition and supplementation intervention. We use molecular hydrogen supplementation and other antioxidant, anti-inflammatory supplements in our research. A few years ago, we started implementing those intervention, popular methods like Pilates and yoga adapted for older people in commercial fitness centers and also at the faculty. In Novi Sad, we had massive response, especially from females older than 65 who started with an exercise routine for the first time in life, for most of them. We have educated the first generation of senior fitness instructors and trainers and started with implementation. Still, they exercise continuously every second day. This has become a very sustainable and popular program for older adults and is now available in several fitness centers in Novi Sad and also at our faculty. After this intervention, as we previously described, we disseminate and publish results in prestigious scientific journals and in the field of gerontology and geriatric medicine, health, and aging. And we recently decided also to implement a similar study, 12-week resistance exercise program, as a pilot study in long-term care centers in Novi Sad for the first time. And the study aimed to evaluate the effects of 12 weeks of resistance training with elastic bands 3 times per week, health-related quality of life and physical fitness components in the elderly. And we also performed a laboratory blood test. This study also show us significant improvements in favor of the experimental group who exercise regularly in 6 of the 8 quality of life dimension. Also, physical fitness components, we had significant improvements in the training group, so we can conclude that resistant training, for example, is very efficient method for improving main components of quality of life in elderly and physical fitness in general. So, what we can conclude? Our final remarks are that programmed exercise intervention, healthy lifestyle education, especially resistant training, Pilates training, strength training, supplementation, for example, with molecular hydrogen or other anti-inflammatory supplements can improve metabolic profile, cognitive function, aerobic capacity in older adults community dwelling, and also improve quality of life of institution in gerontology center among older populations, specifically in components related with physical function, energy, emotional well-being, social functioning, pain, and general health in elderly. Also, strengthening and maintaining physical function is a critical component in quality of life in older adults and also in active aging for achieving optimal physical functioning and active lifestyle. With this regular routine, we can improve all other important components among this population. These findings and all the summarized information can raise awareness of the importance of active aging, quality of life of older adults, and how we can change our society to age well and live better. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions related to this topic, you can write me on this email below. And I wish you all best regards and thanks a lot once again.